Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I would like to talk about the company Vestas wind system. It is a company that manufactures, produces wind turbines. Um, they produce, they sell, they install, and they provide the service for wind turbines. And it is a Danish company. This reading is from June 2024 to May 2025. This video will not be as long as the regular videos that passes over 30 minutes because I do have other stuff that I have to do. So this will be kind of brief. I hope you understand. Anyway, without further ado, first of all, before the June 2024, Vestas was dealing with a situation where assistance was needed. Six of Pentacles. It is also about it can be either they need some help or they are giving help. So I have to emphasize the fact that I know almost nothing about this company. So I have to, keep it open. But for people who already know about this company, I think you already know what the assistance means. It can be being generous to some of the, places that cannot afford the wind turbines, and they decided to um, you know to lend them the equipment or whatever, or just discount the service, whatever. But for the company itself, it is also possible for them to to need some kind of assistance from the outside world, because I do see there are some problems Vestas is currently facing and will continuously facing. Um, I will elaborate about that later on. Currently, Four of Wands, uh, it means that the company is in a good and stable position. They have the support, whether it is infrastructure or the company structure. Right now, things are stable. What it can change, what that can change the stability is they have to make a choice. Two of Wands crossing Four of Wands means that they are contemplating about a change. There must be a reason for them to, to think about a change, whether it is necessary or not, whether it is beneficial or not. So they're thinking about a change, but they keep their cards close to their chest, and they are being very careful. At the same time, they have the global ambition because, as you can see, the Two of Wands picture, the person in the picture, they are holding an earth, you know, on their hands. So that means there is the ambition to expand, but they have to make very careful decision because they have to think about the locations, whether their services are compatible with those places or not. Page of Swords on the top of this spread means that, regularly, usually we see that as a problem. We see that as things coming up ahead and we need to fix it. And for Vestas, this can be both. This can be a problem that they have to solve, and it can also be, you know, just problems related to the wind and the amount of wind. But I do believe that there will be some kind of logistics problems that Vestas will be facing. Um, you know, transferring these parts to those countries and those regions, that can be problematic sometimes. Two of swords at the bottom of this spread means that Vestas has to um, be at peace with some kind of decisions, um, even though they have the support, even though they have the structure, but there are things that they have to sort of compromise. They have to accept the fact that they don't have everything they want. So Two of Swords is about being wise, um, using their wisdom to, make the choices. Usually they make the choices because they have to compromise at something. Um, Something is not perfect, and this compromise can feel like, kind of in the middle, is not really happy, but is not very sad. But as far as it keeps things moving, um, then I mean they're okay with it. Um, but definitely there is you know room for improvement. Uh, I also feel like there are interferences from the outside world, so they have to continuously face the interference and deal with that. By being able to compromise and being wise about the situation. Four of Pentacles in the upcoming position, that means that they will further solidify their assets and their stability, especially financially. So, I think they will utilize strategies. I'm not sure whether there will be price increase, but they will try their best to solidify, you know, any kind of monetary related matters, because they see the necessity and they want to be financially stable. So I believe that they will create a very stable relationships with all the investors and all the clients and all the income. So I see this as a good sign for a company, because even though they're trying to make choices, uh, they're not forgetting about their stability. So this is a good sign. Um, Nine of Cups at the bottom of the spread, it means that they have high hopes for something. So this Vestas company, it is very ambitious. It has high hopes. They have wishes that they would like to come true. Or maybe that there is something that is currently happening, or in the coming months, they will feel happy about something. They will feel like, wow, we got the approval, or maybe something moves forward, so that they feel like there's a sense of something goes pretty well for them. And I sort of feel like something is not totally under their control, but it turns out to be fine. It turns out to be nice. So that's why they are happy. Page of Wands after that, Page of Wands usually relates to employments, jobs openings. But in this case, I feel like it is about the desert area, like maybe Egypt, or, areas that are very dry and, desert area, dry area, low humidity area. So those areas, I feel like Vestas might be having more interactions and more businesses related concerns with those regions. And those regions might be bringing something very good for the Vestas company. So star card after Page of Wands, it means that um, there's a sense of renewal about these regions. So I feel like maybe these desert area or countries, Vestas will be involving in the next 12 months. Probably they had previous deals, but um, probably there were reasons why things didn't work as planned. So there is a renewal of some sort that will be happening. Um, for the star card, because there is the liquid, the water element. So I kind of feel like maybe at some point it's possible for them to combine, hydroelectric. But this one I'm not pretty sure. But I feel like there is a water element. Probably they will provide some kind of surface or technologies that kind of blend well with the desert area, and places without water. And I don't know why I feel like they're gonna bring in some water and fluidity to the region. um, Maybe their wind turbines will provide the source of energies to transport water to some areas, but not really sure about the energy side of stuff. But anyway, this is what I'm feeling. And also possibly, um, those regions, you know, I feel like some countries and regions, they would like to plant the trees at the desert or at the places where there's a minimum amount of water. So probably the wind turbines energy will help, growing plants or the vegetation, that kind of thing. At the end of the spread, Four of Cups, it is about um, needing to make a choice, and there are multiple proposals on the table, but they are not in a rush to make a decision because they feel like they have the bargaining power, and they would rather not rushing into anything before they are sure about what they're doing. So so in this case, I think Vestas will be very carefully, strategizing that plan in implementing new initiatives and new plans in the future without rushing into anything, because they are sure about their ambitions, even though they have to make some choices, and they need some time to make the choices so that so that they can solidify their position. I think even though there are multiple proposals in the upcoming 12 months, I think not. I think the company does not have all the information to proceed with really gigantic plans, and I don't feel like it is a big step forward in the next 12 months. I think there will be things that will work out better than expected, but there are also things that will keep interfering the company because of the Two of Swords energy. So I feel like they're gonna be very careful about their position. So anyway, right now I'm gonna talk about the monthly. So first of all, right now we are in June 2024. Six of Wands means victory. So they also have followers. So I feel like this month is good for Vestas because something they have been doing is victorious and they gain the support. July, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings in regards to financial matters. It might be related to investments. It might be related to you know, loans, or you know, also paying for something. They might be investing in some infrastructures. So anyway, uh, there's a financial aspect and initiative in July. August, Page of Swords. I see August as an important month because Page of Swords, this card is at the, you know, the top of the spread for the next upcoming 12 months. So I see August can be, you know, there can be some kind of problems that Vestas has to fix. And once this started, this will be a trend for the upcoming 12 months. So whatever things or concerns that happen during August, you can expect that there will be a period of time that this company has to address and has to face, has to tackle. September, Chariot. Chariot is about making careful decisions. Sometimes this can be war-related issues and matters. So I think logistically there might be concerns that the company will be focusing on in the month of September. And they also have to be very careful about the decisions that they are gonna make. And because they're trying to manage two things at a time, and those two things, they don't align with each other very well. So they have to be very careful to maneuver the situation. They might be involving with, you know, the clients, or a situation where, let's say there are two clients, but they are on the opposite direction, or maybe they are having struggles with each other. So Vestas, being the service provider, how can it situate itself in between them without being, you know, without being harmed or affected by the situation? So it will be the situation like that. Logistically, it can also be some of the concerns might arise. Yeah. But also, Chariot can also mean a victory. So I don't know. It might go well, but at the same time, it is definitely delicate, because even if they gain the victory of some kind, well, in June they are already victorious, but in September, if it is related to a victory, it will be even a larger victory. But the victory comes with, you know, some kind of limitations, and they have to deal with it in a very delicate manner. October, Two of Swords energy. So this can also be very crucial, a crucial month for the company. But this is not, Two of Swords also appear in another month that I will mention later on. And I have to emphasize the fact that Two of Swords is at the bottom, the root cause of the entire spread. So they have to deal with a root matter. Maybe it is among the amount. Maybe it is. I'm sorry. Maybe it is related to the amount of wind that, you know, they can receive in order to create power. It can be also a situation where they have to be at peace with some problems. So they have to make decisions based on their intelligence, and, you know, being very wise about it. I think there are some complications. So yeah, October. November, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands usually means the removal of problems, obstacles. So it is a good sign, new beginning. But then it doesn't last very long because in December, Nine of Swords means worries. So Vestas, they will feel very worried in December. So some things might come up in December that is very concerning in a negative way. January 2025, Six of Pentacles. Um, as I mentioned at the beginning of the entire spread, there was already a Six of Pentacles situation. So there will be possibly a repeat of that matter. It will come back again during January next year, 2025. So there will be a situation where assistance is needed. Either they need assistance from the outside or they are giving assistance for, the places that need assistance. Six of Pentacles is also about generosity. That might be funding related matters. That can be beneficial for the company if they get fundings from government or maybe investors, and that can be very generous somehow. So 2025 February, Lovers. Lovers is a major arcana card. That means collaboration, passion, decisions. So lovers, I see February can be a very crucial month for the company because they will be doing things that they are passionate about, and they will have the collaboration with the other companies or whatever organizations that they are dealing with. So it is a good month for collaboration, February for Vestas, and also partnerships. I also feel like a good vibe about their progress in February. In March, Two of Swords again. So Two of Swords keeps happening. So I do believe that they are related to the same matters. So they are related. Okay, let me see. 2025. Okay, 2025 March and 2024. Let me see. October. 2024 October and 2025 March. These 2 months, the company of Vestas, they gonna be facing problems and situations where they are similar in nature, and they have to be very wise, and they have to be, they have to tame their ambition and be at peace and at ease with the situation. There are some interferences, okay, of the same nature. And then April 2025, the Hermit energy. They'll be very introspective in April 2025. They have to look into something and investigate something. So I see that probably, the first scenario is their problems and they have to look into it. And the second scenario is they're trying to be very wise, and they study a lot about their options and try to be, making the wise decisions about the situation. But usually it means that the company is looking inward and trying to figure out something internally without being affected by the outer world. So probably they found a reason to investigate and to go internally, to look at things, to consider things, to find out about something. And last but not least, 2025 May, Temperance card. it can be a very auspicious card for the company because um, we see the angel, and there's the angel has wing, and the wings are definitely directly related to the wind energy. So, and the two cups the angel is holding, they are representing two different things. They come together to create something uh, that will lead to the path forward. So I believe that next May will also be a major month for Vestas that can be very beneficial because they will figure out a way to manifest, you know, two different things come together to combine. So I believe that that is actually what they are doing because they're combining the wind energy um, and the turbines to to generate energy. So I feel like next May, uh, it will be really an auspicious month for the company because it is doing everything that it is supposed to do, and it's doing it right. And on the other hand, they might also come up with new technologies that will combine two different things together, and then is possibly May they can launch something. Okay, so about the two of swords, I actually dive into it deeper, trying to ask if they are related to the same matters or they are not. So in this case, the left represent yes, the right represent not, because the left is upright. So I would say yes, the two of swords energy, they happened in different months, in the coming 12 months for the company, including March 2025 and October 2024. So they have the same nature, okay? Same nature. Eight of Swords, what is Eight of Swords? It is about interference, it is about fear, it is about limiting beliefs. So they have fears and limitation during October and March. So I think this is coming from the outside that can affect their operations and their transportations of different parts of the turbines. And yeah, so I just further asked if this is related to the logistics matter or not related. So the left is related to logistics, the right is something else. So I feel like they can be both affecting the company in March 2025 and in October 2024 because both cards are upright. So I would say it's more about the logistics, and the logistics is about some places or regions they are very guarded, they're very careful, and they will put up barriers in transporting the parts they need to transport to places. So I would say they will face logistics issues because of some kind of logistics barriers implemented by some regions that they are involved with. So I think logistics can be one of the main concerns for Vestas in the upcoming 12 months. And so basically, I do believe that the company is in a good position because they are strong enough to have the bargaining power in the upcoming 12 months. And they are also very careful about what they are doing. And yeah, in generally, I do see progress and developments with areas that have low humidity, but also logistics issues. So I hope you enjoy this read. If you have any comments, please leave that below. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time. Take care.